Fairy Tail is back, and we start off where we left off, with Team Natsu completely surrounded by the fake guild member. Now, I was concerned in the last chapter that they somehow were able to recreate all of the guild members, and they'd be like as strong and have all their abilities as the actual guild members. It's nothing like that. First off, they just straight up started beating everyone up. Jalal was actually surprised by this. He didn't think they would have it in them to fight their friends, but they literally do that like every day. So they start beating the hell out of their guild mates like they always do. And while they mimic the same abilities, they don't actually have the same powers. Lucy goes to punch Levy when Gilles stops her and says, "You wouldn't hurt a pregnant woman, would you?" And of course, this causes Lucy to back off. Levy then uses her word magic to spew at her, basically the word yelling. And then it turns into a mushy goo that teleports her away. That's literally what all their powers do. They're not actual powers. Like, Loxus shows up and blasts Natsu with lightning, but it's not real lightning. It's just a teleporter spell, or alchemy in this case. And so he just teleports. Gildart shows up, he blasts Urza and Jalal with his destruction magic, and once again, it's not actually his magic, it's just a teleporter. And so we finally get all of our matchups. And something that I did not see coming is, well, they all get teleported to Purgatory, a world that the Scenario Sisters created. Apparently there's multiple Purgatories, so they're each basically in their own pocket dimensions. Urza is paired up with both of the Scenario Sisters, which I did not see coming. I thought she'd fight one, and then Jalal would fight the other, but no, she's fighting both. Jalal, on the other hand, he's actually fighting God Serena, so that's pretty interesting. He's going to take on the one person who rivals Gildarts and Ishtar. It's funny because Jalal used to hold the title of Wizard Saint as well, but nowhere near as powerful as God Serena. So if he pulls this off, this means that, well, Jalal has finally ascended to the top of Ishtar. I forgot to mention that Juvia teleported Gray with her water, but even though they were both teleported by different people, both Lucy and Gray end up in the same area. And they're matched up with Genon and Katatsu. Now, Natsu teleports to his Purgatory. Oh, and look at that. Wendy's there. You know, last chapter I mentioned how stupid it was to drag a half-dead person with you into a battlefield. And what do you know? I was right. It was a stupid idea. Why did they bring Wendy along? I don't understand this at all. And now it's just even worse, because now she's a hostage. Seriously, this is stupid. Why is Wendy here? I know it was Wendy who dragged her along, but still, you could have got their magic back first, and then you could have had Wendy teleported to you. Because once again, Elsfina could teleport. There was no need to bring Wendy to get her magic back. That was just dumb. Duke is there, which I figured that would always be Natsu's opponent. Natsu always fights the big boss at the end, even if he needs a power-up to win. But Duke isn't actually the opponent this time. He snaps his fingers, and out of the tree that's holding Wendy pops out Athena 2, Sky Dragon Slayer. This Athena was formed using the magic of Wendy and Rogue. Now, this just means this Athena is weaker than the original. I'm just going to point that out. Now, the original Athena, the assumption was that she was on par with Zareth, but that didn't end up being true. We get clarified, thanks to Jalal, that people just started worshipping her because she was seen as the opposite of Zareth. Because he was a black wizard, she was a white wizard, therefore they could be protected from her when the Zareth cult began to rise around the world. So yeah, she was compared to Zareth for religious reasons, not because she was equal in strength. But even so, I still would consider the original Athena to be stronger than this one, because this one is literally just a combination of Wendy and Rogue's power. And well, Wendy did get way stronger since she trained with Irene, and I'm guessing Rogue also got stronger maybe. Still, they're nothing compared to Natsu. Like, at best, Wendy is like a low-level Spriggan. Even if you do add Rogue's power into that, I don't see any reason why Natsu should struggle at all against Athena 2. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this, but I think he might be fighting the weakest opponent out of everyone that's been matched up. I'll only add one caveat and say that Lucy might be getting a weaker opponent because, you know, it's Lucy. Now, when it comes to fights that I want to see, I definitely want to see Urza's fight and also Jalal's fight. Those two matchups seem like the most interesting to me. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give a thumbs up so you enjoy more Fairy Tail and other amazing things. Thank you and have a great day.